Hey there, massage therapists. I've been getting this question enough times that I feel it's better to respond as a video than it is to keep responding independently. And the questions, which are so very similar, goes generally as follows. I want to be massaging at a location, not be mobile. And my home isn't conducive for that, for various reasons. And I want to rent another place, and I'm not sure how to manage the costs of like paying my rent and then renting another location and what that means exactly, and what should I do? In other words, is it better to how should I rent a space? Is what it ultimately comes down to. That's what the question is. How should I rent a space if my home isn't conducive to massage? Now, or along those lines. It's a great question. It's extremely valid. We're dealing with this question as massage practitioners all the time, every time. You need a place to massage. Now, the two options, generally speaking, are you're either going to be mobile and you're going to go to people's homes with your table and massage there, or you're going to have a single location that people come to you. Those are really the only two options. Now, for this discussion, we're going to completely remove the mobile concept, okay? So mobile is not going to be this discussion. But I'll just quickly go over mobile, which is mobile is fine, but mobile comes with its own expenses, which are different from rent expense. You're definitely going to have to service and pay for your car. You got to do things like oil changes and change your tires and fill up with gas and pay for parking and insurance. There's a lot of things that come with the car. Now, at the same time, you're also charging premium prices for the service of going to people's homes. You're definitely making more money, and you can charge for the travel. And if you use your car for a lot of other things but have your business kind of pay for it and it becomes a write-off for your business, there are benefits to being mobile, no doubt about it. And in that regard, one of the benefits is no one can come to you to your location. But there are also risks because you're going into other people's homes and blah, blah, blah. There's risks either way, okay? But part of the massage hustle is to mitigate. There's plenty of red flags that you can see before you start bringing the wrong clients into your life, okay? So let's just put that to the side as well. I don't want you to think about the bad clients, which we're gonna weed out very quickly every time. So the question then becomes, if we've taken out the mobile side of things, the question then becomes, how am I going to rent my space? The cost of my space, and where is that space going to be? Now, let's just start in the traditional way first. We're going to explain the traditional format, and then I'm going to explain what I recommend. The traditional format is you have your home and you rent a space. And then you have your home and your space. And between these two locations, you live and you massage. Now, the massage is going to pay for that space and where you live. Okay, that's the whole purpose of the work itself, is to pay for all of it, right? So just for argument's sake, we're going to use these numbers just to make it easy in our minds. So, and there's a lot of scenarios. It's not just one version of why someone couldn't be available. Maybe you have roommates and they don't want other people in the house. Maybe your space doesn't have even enough space to open a massage table. I mean, there's so many variations of why it might not work in the space you're in right now. But I'm going to use this example today for us, okay? Which is, you live in a one-bedroom apartment. So you walk into basically the living room / the kitchen, and then there's only one room behind a closed door. That's your bedroom. That's where the private room is. And if you were going to bring clients into your home, you would have to set up your massage table and the whole area literally like in your living room. There would be no other space. You know, your living room would have to be clean and make sure it stays on a professional level if you're going to have clients coming over to your home and getting massages. You can't just kind of like have it like tossing your old socks and stuff or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's not conducive to do massage. So then you start looking for a commercial space. Maybe you're renting a space in a wellness center. Maybe you're renting just a room inside of a place that has a bunch of rooms available. And it can be anything. I mean, if you were only going to rent by a day or maybe 1 or 2 days a week, they would probably charge you in the vicinity of $150 a day. Or you can just like take the room for the month, which could be anywhere from $700 to $1,500 a month. It just depends on the location and the room and what type of services. Is there a receptionist for all the different therapists at the front or not? You know, these things play a role in the cost. But let's just say for our argument's sake that you're going to get your own room that's going to be available to you, accessible 24/7, just to you. And that room is going to cost you $800 a month. So you have a 1-bedroom apartment not conducive to your professionalism. That's $1,000 a month. And you're going to rent this room that is $800 a month. Okay? So in total, your rent for these two locations is $1,800 a month. And you know you're going to have to do 18 massages a month out of that location to pay for your rent. Are we all on the same page? Now here's the fun part. I mean, again, I'm going to stop and just say a reminder. This is just a simple equation. You're going to fill in your own numbers, okay? You know how much rent you pay. Put that number in. You know how much you charge per massage. That's the number that should be used in this calculation, okay? In my calculation, it's $1,000 a month, $800 a month, $100 a massage. It's an easy calculation for us to understand, but your numbers can be very precise. You can know exactly how much it would cost you to, how many massages you would have to do to cover the cost of the rent you're paying plus a room to massage. Here's the fun part. You take those two numbers and you combine them. So now my rent is not $1,000 a month for a 1-bedroom. My rent now is $1,800 a month. Now I would then go and see what is available in my area for $1,800 a month. And you know what you're going to find for $1,800 a month compared to $1,000 a month? You're going to find you can rent a house with 2 or 3 bedrooms with like a driveway and a backyard for gardening. You're going to realize that at $1,800 a month, you can rent a 2-bedroom apartment in a beautiful condo high-rise that has an indoor swimming pool and gym downstairs with amazing amenities. You're going to realize that you can just bump up. Maybe you can rent a space that has more than 1 room. So now you can have a 3-bedroom house or apartment, a 3-bedroom apartment that you can now use one of the rooms for only your massage and 1 room for your bedroom and then 1 room, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, your quality of life gets to bump up because all of a sudden you have these 2 rents that you get to combine. That is what I think is the best option if you can do it, especially if you're in a situation which so many of us are, is that maybe maybe you live with your family, maybe there's people there that just you can't bring other people in or get 90 minutes of silence or an hour of silence. There's lots of different reasons. But the point is that if you're working for yourself and you're getting 100% of the profit and you're charging $100 a massage and keeping all of it, we're talking about 18 massages a month to pay for your new beautiful condo apartment. You know what I mean? That's not a lot. That's not a lot. Now, and I'm even suggesting to you, like, maybe you already have your day job, maybe whatever. You can even be doing mobile or you're working at a spa or you're a construction guy in the day. It doesn't even matter what's happening. Right now, you are paying your rent, right? Right now, you are working in whatever form you work and you are paying your rent. I'm just talking about, like, what would that upgrade look like? All of a sudden, we don't have to worry about $1,800. You can keep your job and keep paying that $1,000 towards your rent. We're only talking about adding in the massage hustle and adding in enough that we can put $800 on top of that so you can like upgrade your whole entire life. It's not even that many massages. We're talking about 8 extra massages a month by my exampled calculations. That's a lot less than 18. You can grow to 18, but all that you really need are 8. It's just so worth it. You know what I mean? It's so worth it. It's not worth, in my opinion, Maybe some of you have to, and if you do, no problem. You can certainly make a business plan based on you have your home with your family and you have an office space that you do massage. We can totally do it, okay? But the best recommendation I can have for you is upgrading your life, that your home studio is on your like your studio is on your premise, on your property, right there. Okay, your commute is going from the living room to the massage room down the hall. That's the best part. Then you do it all under this one roof, under one rent, one responsibility, and you can do it. That room can make so much money for you, can pay for all of these upgrades, can pay for everything. It's not that hard. You know, it's not that many massages. Even in this example, we're talking about 8 massages a month. We're talking about 18 massages a month. A month, not a week, right? So these numbers are spectacular. And most massage people aren't thinking like this. They don't realize that they don't have to work at a spa and make only 50%, most of the time only 40%, and then take that 50% of their earnings. So they're not even getting the $100 that their massage is worth, because that's what they were charged. You're only getting 50 from that, and then you have to go and pay your 1,000. So you have to do 20 massages just to pay your $1,000 rent. When I'm saying you only have to do 10 massages to pay your $1,000 rent, because 100% of the profit should be to you. So if you're going to do anything, if you're yearning for the opportunity to start your own independent massage business, and you are in a situation where it is not conducive for you to actually offer massage where you live, sit down with a pen and paper, do some of these numbers that I'm recommending, rewatch this, go through the numbers, think about it, do the research, figure out what's available to you, see if you can make it happen. Maybe you can get a whole house and it would only cost you $1,400 a month instead of the $1,000 plus $800. Like, you don't even know what's available out there. Go and check it out. See that your options are much greater than just accepting that 40% of every massage job and living in that 1-bedroom apartment, and that's just what is. That's not what is. Okay, that's not what is. You can do anything you want. You just have to decide. You got to make some goals. You got to make a plan. You got to do the plan. And that's where the Massage Hustle comes in. We will help you make your plan. We will help you create your goals and help you actually achieve those goals. It's not that hard. I have to keep saying it again and again. It's not that hard. Okay? This is a simple business model that works. Check it out.